educators, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina, the technology teacher. Now if you find I'm sounding a bit nasal, it's because I caught the flu. However, the show must go on. So this week we are looking at how to analyze and how to record our marks. At the end of the term, we all know that we all have to give up our master sheets. We have to do item analysis and all of these things. So we're going to use Microsoft Excel to look at how we're going to record those things, and we're going to look at a few formulae that will make our lives a bit easier so we don't have to be manually calculating each mark one by one. So without further ado, let's move on over to our screen and see what's going on. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is pull up an Excel sheet. Now you go to the search bar and you type in Excel. Now those of you who are not sure what Excel is, it's basically a spreadsheet, and it's accessed through, it's part of the Microsoft Office package that you would have seen me talk about in a previous video. If you have not seen that video on how to access your Microsoft Office via the Ministry of Education portal, you can check the link below in the description. So let's open up a blank workbook, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to name this sheet here. So sheet 1, we're going to name it master sheet, right? And here we can put in our student name. I like to leave this first row blank so that we can merge and center it, and so you can look for the solid cross, merge. So you select all of the cells that you want to merge and center, and you can put in your class information like class name, teacher name, and so on like that. So let's put in some student names here. Let's see, Cinderella, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana. Okay, so that should be enough. Let's type in the subjects on each column now. So each column would be assigned to a different subject. So we have mathematics, we have grammar, we can have comprehension, and if you find the word is too long, you can also go here on the double-sided arrow and expand. So you can put as many subjects as you need, and we're going to label this as total, and we're going to label this as percentage. So what you can do is you type in your marks. So let's say this person got 80, this person got 75, this person got 67, this person got 97, and this person got 100. And we're going to put in marks for each one of them here. Right, so what I'm going to teach you now is how to do a total. So how we do a total is that we click on the cell and you press the equal sign, open brackets, and you can insert the cells, the names of the cells manually. Like say you have cells that are not consecutive, some of the cells you're not considering, like it might be a grade, like physical education, you might want to put a grade instead of a mark. Or art and craft, you might want to put a grade instead of a mark. What you can do is you type in the cells separately. So let's say this is B, column B, row C. So B, sorry, not C, 3. So B3, comma, and you separate them by commas, C3 and comma D3, and you close the brackets and click enter. Oh, sorry, you're supposed to put the word sum before the bracket. Right, so there we go. So you can get the total of those marks here, and you're looking for the solid cross. When you go to the bottom right hand corner of that cell, look for the solid black cross, and you come in and dragging it downwards, and you would be able to apply all of the formulae into each one of the cells. It would apply. So for example, this one would be B4, C4, D4. This one would be B5, C5, D5. So you're getting the sum of it. You can also, there's also the option, so let me just change this here to total. You can also do the equal sign, sum, open brackets, and you can also select by dragging across, and it will drag across like that, and you see B3 colon D3, close the brackets, and you'll get the same thing. You can also drag it down. You'll get the same answer. So let's move on to the percentage. Now, how can we calculate the percentage? Equal sign. Now you can either select this total and then divide by the total amount. So if these are 3 marks, 3 sets of marks, so that out of a total of 300, so you can divide by 300, and then asterisk, so clicking shift and the number 8 sign for asterisk, which means multiply basically, by 100, and you would get the answer, right? And so you can get the percentage for that, and you can even drag it down like this, and you would get the answer for that. Or what you can do as well is you can do same equal sign, open brackets, sum, open brackets, and you select your cells. You can do it one time, close brackets, and then divide by 100 multiplied by, divide by 300 multiplied by 100, and you would get your answer. It will be the same thing. See? So they all give you the same answer. You can also do your item analysis on this as well. So let me just put in some names really quickly. Student name. Let's go. Elmo. Big Bird. Cookie Monster. Telly. Snuffy. And question 1, you can actually type out the entire question in this case, which is most preferable when you're doing an item analysis. Question 2, right? Question 3, and so on, whatever. And you can type in your mark. So if question one was out of, let's expand this table a little bit, expand this cell, right? So question 1 was out of 2 marks, question 2 was out of 3 marks, and question 3 was out of 4 marks. So you probably want to put them in brackets so that you know how many marks the total question is out of, right? And Elmo got 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, right? 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 2, right? You can also do the total for here as well, so that you would see total marks per student. Let's expand that, and over here you can do total marks per question. So you can see the total amount of marks per question on the item analysis, so that you as the teacher would be able to tell, okay, the students, not most of the students didn't do well in this question, maybe we need to revise it, maybe we need some reinforcement here, maybe we need to do over this topic. Okay, so you can type in your formula, equal sign sum of, and you select these of equal, enter. So you see that, and here we have equal sign sum, open brackets, and you select these, and you get the answer there, and you can drag it across like this. Okay, so that's how you do your item analysis. And of course, always label all of your pages on your sheet. So if you want as well, you can also color code. Sometimes, you know, some marks might be a little bit alarming. Sometimes you might have to pay attention, close attention to a particular student who may not be doing so well. So you take note of those marks. You can highlight it by using the highlight color. So you can put the entire thing in red, or you can leave it like that, and you can put the mark itself in red, the writing itself, so you can label it like that. You can change your font as well. So you select the cells that you want to do, and you can change the font style. So Times New Roman, size 12. You can bold and italics just like you would do in Word. Most of these programs are very similar to one another, so the features are very, very similar. So it's very, very easy to use. Take my word for it. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. And once you've subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get regular updates as to when we release our new videos. So guys, until next time, take care.